Hey guys, how you doing? So this is Kim from the PR Genius. We are here at ZK Day, joined by Reka, Director of Marketing at Boundless. And yeah, we're going to have this quick interview with you today. Where did you fly from today, Reka?
Not today, but Budapest.
Oh yeah, when did you arrive, like 2 days ago?
Saturday.
Saturday.
It's Tuesday. Wednesday for reference.
Oh, you've been here for a while then. How's the event been so far?
Lots of speaking. I've been doing a really good job marketing ZK.
That's amazing. Well, first and foremost, I'd love to learn more about you, learn more about Boundless. So just maybe a quick TLDR breakdown about Boundless and who you are and so on.
I am Reka, Director of Marketing at Boundless. Hello, everyone. Boundless is a universal zero-knowledge protocol. We're the largest proof network and largest permissionless proof network in the world. We've just launched in September fully publicly. Our mainnet is live. The marketplace is functioning. And we're essentially on the mission. Every blockchain is becoming a zero-knowledge blockchain. And Boundless is the best provider for that ZK. And with this effort, we're making blockchains internet scale so they can meet the requirements of this new era of the internet, including AI, verifiability, and so on.
Amazing. So this launch, what does that mean to AI developers today?
We did have our TGE and our marketplace be fully live, and we do have a token because it is actually a utility token and the market needs it for its incentive mechanism. We have an innovative incentive mechanism called proof of verifiable work, which is an upgrade from Bitcoin's proof of work, if you're familiar with that. It essentially lets you have verification of the exact complexity and amount of work that a prover is doing to provide that compute for the application that's requesting it. There's a cat in the room, by the way, if you guys see it in the video. Very cute. So for AI developers, when they request verification proofs for whatever application they're building and what needs the requirements, proof of verifiable work makes sure that the compute actually gets done and get the provers who do the work get rewarded accordingly.
Amazing. So you're Director of Marketing at Boundless. ZK technology is a very hard technology to explain. How are you doing that at the moment? How are you approaching that, especially with attracting developers into the ecosystem?
Our focus right now is currently on blockchains and rollups, but developers come as well. We do talk with quite a few new teams. How we make ZK approachable. That was my big task when I joined Risk Zero a year ago, and we decided to launch Boundless as its separate protocol and separate thing. Zero knowledge, as it is and as it was a year ago when I started to tackle this problem, very difficult, big, technical, harder to understand, harder to grasp, but where it fits into the ecosystem. So we really needed to find a way to make it more accessible, approachable. And how I decided to do that basically is through my positioning work, we've built a lot of contrast and clarity and resonance and comprehension. These are the words that I've put into all of our documents basically, is to find ways to explain zero knowledge through verifiable compute rather, because it sounds less cryptography heavy, which already helped a lot. And then we've also came up with something through verifiable compute called verifiable compute. Okay. And we have our little berries that are, actually I have some I can show you. We do have our little berries.
Oh, amazing.
And that really helped grasp some attention and curiosity from a larger audience, which I think Zero Knowledge really needed. When I joined and we started doing this a year ago, Zero Knowledge had around less than 1% mind share on Twitter and on the internet, which is already Twitter was the main distribution platform for Zero Knowledge at that time. Right now it's at 8%. And we did have a large share in contributing to that. There's other projects right now. Zcash has a big moment right now. Their tokens pumping, the protocol is being interesting again to people, and it actually directs conversations towards more privacy and verification. So accessibility, comprehension. We do have a lot of technical blogs and explainers going out so that we do have pointers for people. Some of them are not as technical as well, which I don't come from a technical background either, and I always ask myself if I would be interested in this, if I would understand this, and if that's interesting to me. I try to imagine it as the user and reading it.
Awesome. You mentioned there the consensus around proof of verifiable work. That was hard to get out.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, wow. How do you make something like that mainstream, especially if large enterprise clients starting to understand?
Enterprise clients don't really care about it. So that's easier. They care about the value prop. They care about the actual data of how cheap is it, and how fast is it, how is it improving, how is it cutting their costs. That's all they care about. So that's easy. Easy sales for a larger audience, larger awareness, and getting popularity. It's kind of a perfect gateway. The berries made people curious and left a lot of questions in them when they first met the berries, which makes sense. But after that, there is a funnel that you can build out where people can discover more about zero knowledge, what it can do for them. And we're a B2B project mostly, but however, it is really important that we do educate, do some thought leadership, and basically we are becoming the go-to ZK provider. So for 2026 and moving forward, well, this is already growing in interest, mindshare, privacy is becoming a large component of how blockchains work and how we are moving towards making more sense to internet and developers on normal, regular technology, not blockchain. ZK and Boundless will be on the forefront of that. So we do plan, and obviously also channel diversification is really huge. Finding ways to communicate about zero knowledge and verifiable compute in the context of events that are happening outside of crypto is really important, and also through the use cases. So being at this event right now, we're at Verifiable Intelligence event, by the way, by House of ZK. It's about AI, basically. AI, ZK, and blockchain, the marriage of those. So it's a very important angle that we need to not only be technically prepared for, but to occupy both from sales and marketing standpoint as well, which is what we're working on.
Okay, amazing. Let's talk about the developments of Boundless recently. You guys have integrated with Stellar, you guys have integrated with Wormhole as well. How does that contrast work, basically being chain agnostic compared to Ethereum's ZK roadmap in general?
So really fun fact is, we have this approach. It has to be universal. If ZK is going to work to actually help usher blockchains into the internet's world, it does need to be fully chain agnostic to serve the easiest and best solution for developers. And it's a very interesting position because it's harder to grasp for people. People understand, at least in the blockchain space, they understand how layer 1s work, layer 2s work, how they fit into the ecosystem, how interoperability between them is a pain point. And for us, we are completely chain agnostic. So we work with teams on Bitcoin, we work teams on Solana, in bridging, layer 1s, layer 2s, Stellar. We do all of that because Boundless and zero knowledge infrastructure sits a level below blockchains actually. So we're digging deeper now, and it is fully, it's a service for blockchains, and it makes it, the best way I can describe it is it creates this connective tissue between them, and it really shows that way. We, on the Ethereum node, we're the first team who could ever prove full Ethereum consensus. Not even Ethereum Foundation has ever done that. So we're constantly proving ETH blocks every 6 seconds, which the community has raised 300 ETH for, so we can keep this going as a public good and open source good for years to come. That's on the ETH side, so we are pushing ETH forward as well towards verification. But on the other note, Boundless works in a way that you can request a proof from ETH, and you ask when the prover is done with the work and gives the proofs back to you that it's not going to be put on ETH. It can be put on Base, it can be put on Stellar, it can be put on Solana, it can be put on Bitcoin. And the way we built our verifier contracts and the way we're building our integrations is that Boundless handles all of that. So basically, if an AI developer or a blockchain application is requesting a proof, they can also decide where it should be settled. If they don't, then it just settles on the same ecosystem that they asked it from. So there's a level, like a very large level of universal solution. It's very strange to grasp for people, but since it's not on chain, and it's not on chain, but the proofs are on chain. When they're done, when they're completed, they go back on chain. Everything else is off chain.
Okay, amazing. That describes a lot of it. I mean, you're right. There is a future of being for it to be chain agnostic and people to adopt it in general as well. One last thing you mentioned at the very beginning of our conversation was about the token that was launched in September, I do believe you said. Being director of marketing of such, of Boundless in general, how do you look at, for example, marketing a infrastructure token compared to an appliance token? What's the difference between the mechanisms around that when it comes to marketing based on your expertise?
No difference. However, the bigger challenge is because there's no difference really. It goes out to the market as the same way as other tokens would, and so the differentiation of this being not a governance token specifically, but it also has large utility, and it is essential to how the protocol works and grows, and how provers get rewarded, and the whole automated incentive mechanism of proof of verifiable work, ZKC, our token, is so different, and it's treated the same. So it's actually quite difficult in that manner, but from a launch and a marketing and a building momentum towards launch, we did a community sale that was 18 times oversubscribed. Huge.
Yeah.
With a project, okay, hold on. With it, marketing. Shout out me and my team. We basically started presents for Boundless around January.
Yeah.
And we did have our 18 times oversubscribed community sale for ZKC in August, and then we launched ZKC in September.
Wow.
9 months.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
So the berries helped tremendously
Yeah.
for attention,
Yeah.
essentially. But it is, and also another differentiator is in the case of Boundless, launch is not when you're done and then the token just is there and helps you make decisions in the future. For Boundless, because it has a marketplace at its core and it's not a chain, that's when the work starts. That's when the request starts pouring in. That's why we're the largest prover network. We have the most provers. They're ready to serve those requests. And that's where it actually starts. That's how ZKC starts being functional and important. So it's the start of the journey, really, not just in the let's say that way, but also in a very technical way.
Okay, awesome, great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We have the cat involved as well, walking around. But I do appreciate that, and yeah, good luck with the near future, and yeah, hopefully the token will be flying in a few months.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone for watching. Catch us at boundless_XYZ on Twitter. My name is Reka, Reka_ETH on Twitter. And thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.